Hey, everybody. Thank you very much for joining in. We still have some other people that are signing in. We expect a good audience today. So we'll probably get started here in about another 30 or 45 seconds. I've got just 12 o'clock straight up here on the West Coast. So just be patient with us for a little bit. Thank you. I will give it here just a few more seconds and get started. All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Craig Wells, and I'm with FranNet, and I'm happy to be your host this afternoon. We've got a good audience and an opportunity I think you're going to be excited to learn about. First, I'd like to give you a little bit of background on me and on FranNet. I'm a franchise specialist with FranNet based here in Southern California. I've spent over 30 years as the owner and operator of 10 businesses, 5 of which were franchises. And what's FranNet about? Well, it's a 32-year-old consulting firm that helps people explore franchise opportunities and determine which one is best for them. And we're like matchmakers for businesses. Better yet, we'll bring all that 30 years plus of experience to our clients and help them become entrepreneurs free of charge. Anyway, people are always asking me wherever I go, what franchise companies are hot right now? And this is one of the hottest concepts that I've seen out there. Here are just a few reasons why I think that. You take a look at the bullet point list here. There are very few staff members at each of the locations. Owners are not having to track down on collections. There's a small retail space, which really helps keep the costs down. The owners consistently say how much fun they have in the business on a daily basis. Of course, protecting the environment is a high priority with this company. It's a limited inventory, which also keeps the costs down. And it's a business with high margins and strong returns, which owners love. Plus, this is a recession-resistant business in a stable industry that generates over $60 billion annually. Hey, these are all great reasons if you ask me. What I'd like to do now is introduce Al Warwick, who's going to give you more details about today's hot opportunity. Al?
Thank you, Craig. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today on this webinar and taking time from your lunch hour. We really appreciate it. My name is Al Warwick. I'm the Director of Franchise Development at Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and More. And joining me today is Verona Ellinger, who's our Director of Field Operations and Coaching.
Hello.
Hello, Veronica. And also have May Johnson. She's our Marketing Manager.
Hello, everyone.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Thank you guys for the introductions. Big Frog is a high-tech light manufacturing retail custom garment decorating boutique, and we focus on all decorating techniques. We're a one-stop shop, but one of the areas that we focus on, within our stores is direct-to-garment or digital printing. And it's eco-friendly, and it's like your home inkjet printer, but on steroids, if you will. And we're able to print up to 16 million colors with this printer, and it also has upwards of 70+% gross margins. So that's kind of the cornerstone of our business. But we do all decorating techniques within our store, and we are a wonderful lifestyle business. So we are very cognizant of the work-life balance. Our franchisees strive to achieve. And we're open during daylight operating hours and minimal hours on Saturday. Oops, let me jump over to the next slide. My bad. Row. Yeah. Okay. I apologize for that. And so we're a daylight operating hour business with minimal hours on Saturday, and we're closed on Sunday. We also have numerous retail and business-to-business revenue streams, which we'll talk about a bit more in the presentation. I talked about the 70% gross margins on the DTG printer, so that's wonderful. And also 60% of our revenue is driven by repeat and referral customers, which is always great to hear. All right, so going on to the next slide, let me talk to you a little bit about our exclusive vendor pricing and support. We have national strategic partnerships with the largest garment providers in the country. So we have, tremendous pricing as well as support from these garment providers. And we also have a lot of strategic partners on the decorating side as well. So if we need assistance with screen printing or embroidery, we can always lean on those folks as well. I'm going to let you talk about the next one.
Sure, absolutely. So one of the really exciting parts of Big Frog is you get to follow your passions and give back to the community. So many of our owners are involved in schools, in child care centers, sports, fundraising, anything that you can think of. You will be the face of the brand when it comes to the passions in your community and how you give back.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We also are in small retail spaces, 1,000 to 1,200 square feet. We look for A and B plus type real estate close to national retailers as well as national anchors. Approximately 40% of your traffic will be walk-up traffic gained by these, where we locate our stores next to these national retailers. But the other 60% is through community outreach, and that means going out into the community and networking with local business owners, schools, the chambers, BNI type networking events, just being the face of Big Frog and talking to everyone about Big Frog, and with the goal of getting them back into your store and getting them to frequent your business, upwards of 60%, as I had indicated before. I'm not sure how many people have heard of the Net Promoter Score, but it's an industry standard in terms of rating customer service. And it's one question: how likely are you to recommend this company to a friend or colleague? And just to give you a benchmark, 70% is world class, and we are on average throughout the system this year at 90%. And the prior 2 years, we are at 89%. And to give you some further information, companies like Starbucks so far this year are trending around 72%, Amazon 62%, and Apple at 57%. So we feel that we're in rarefied air, and the amazing customer experience, really an experience created for the customer to keep them coming back into the Big Frog store as a frequent customer. And we're really proud of the 90% Net Promoter Score that we've attained. All right, trying to change slides.
Mouse working?
Hey, Craig, I think I'm hung up here.
It is on this end too.
Do you want me to keep going?
There we go.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah.
Yay. So let me talk to you a little bit about the benefits for a franchisee. We provide great large territories, minimum of 30,000 population, upwards of 150,000 for your protected territory, with household incomes at approximately $80,000 and above. Again, minimal employees, 2 or 3 to start. One of the things I wanted to mention is we're going to have our first $1 million store this year, and we have several more on the heels of that store for next year to achieve $1 million in sales. But even at $1 million, that store has approximately 9 employees. So 2 to 3 to start, upwards of 9, and it's going to be dependent on your business, but we'll provide a lot of guidance with respect to that, when to add employees. We have world-class training and support here. We like to say that we're a world-class training facility that just happens to have a franchise concept. We'll talk more about that momentarily as well. Dedicated coaching staff, that's Veronica's venue. That's where she's helping to support all of our franchisees with dedicated business coaches. Don't want to steal her thunder. We'll talk about that as well. And local marketing strategies. We have the top 5 marketing strategies that we're going to talk about briefly in a few moments as well. This isn't a tourist business. We're not seasonality based. We like to keep the pipeline full, and we have a lot of initiatives to keep our franchisees focused on trying to gain business months down the road to keep the pipeline full, the sales pipeline full. We also have a dynamic franchisee advisory council that are elected to 2-year terms, and they are the interface between our franchisees and corporate here at headquarters, as well as our board of advisors. Speaking of our board of advisors, it's a virtual who's who of industry veterans throughout the franchise industry that we work very, very closely with. And the founding management team is still very, very involved in the business daily. Dr. Tina Bacon DeFries is our CEO, president and CEO. Her husband, Ron, is our COO, and Lee Wardeen is our chairman of the board, and they co-founded Big Frog back in 2006, and we started franchising in 2008.
All right, so let's talk about customer benefits. So not only do we want our franchisees to have fun, we want our employees to have fun, which in turn creates a dynamic retail experience that is fun for the customer. We offer full service garment decorating. We've already talked about being environmentally friendly, custom design for everyone. So whatever you come into a Big Frog with, whatever's in your mind, we can go ahead and put on a garment. Huge variety of top quality garment brands, no minimum quantities, no setup fees, no artwork charges, 24-hour turnaround. That is unheard of in the industry. So we want you to try it before you buy it. It's an amazing experience for the customer, and it's fun.
I'm trying. This could be a 60-minute presentation. All right, so I'm advancing the slide, but it's still hanging up. Let's give it a few seconds here.
I'm trying to advance it too. It's not working on this end either.
All right, so let me go ahead and start on the next slide here. What I want to talk to you about now is, we are a full service garment decorator. Pretty much anything that's flat or porous that can fit into a printer or be decorated, we can support. Things like t-shirts and polo shirts, tank tops, and then our and more category would be things like can koozies or mouse pads or wine totes. Pretty much, again, anything that's flat or porous that we can print on, we can decorate. And we also have the unique privilege of being able to be authorized to print on a lot of the top name brand garments out there, like Under Armour and Columbia and Nike, whereas a lot of the mom and pops or one-off type garment decorating type boutique or stores don't have that ability. So we're really happy to have the support of the largest garment decorators or providers in the country, as well as being able to print on a lot of these national name brands. Still stuck. I'm going to go on to the next slide. So who should own a Big Frog store? We're looking for A players, essentially being the chief cheerleader within the store, being able to inspire and mentor and drive the team, and also to be results oriented. Being leaders in the community is great, and being able to get out and again be the face of Big Frog through various networking type strategies. Also being coachable is key, since this is a franchise concept and we really do have the blueprint for success. Really just being able to follow it and take our direction is highly recommended. Wow.
All right. So let's talk about building your Big Frog business and what it means to be that unique Big Frog experience. So for us, it's all about consultative sales. It's about the owners and the employees being the experts. That's unusual in this industry. You go into a location, it's fun, and you have experts actually guiding you through the process. We have a high-tech boutique look. So instead of an industrial screen print shop, you can imagine going into a shop that is bright and fun and exciting and looks like a boutique. And it's all about building relationships. And again, I've said the word more than once, but making it fun. All right, so building your Big Frog business, you also need to be able to not just satisfy your customers, but make them fans. And when I say that, I'm talking about our amazing repeat and referral business, which we have close to 60% repeat and referral, which again is unheard of in the industry. So let's talk about some of the marketing activities that we would want an owner to go out and do. So we have the truck or car wrap. It's a mobile billboard. It's beautiful. You drive it everywhere. You park it to get attention. And the wrap cost is included in the startup estimate. Community involvement, being the face of Big Frog. You're going to exhibit at local games, fairs, and events. Be active in the Chamber of Commerce, business networking groups. Help build awareness and raise funds for local schools, churches, charities, and more importantly, be the Big Frog. Talk to everybody. T-shirt giveaway. What a great way to promote our brand by just giving away what we do best in the community. It can be pre-designed shirts or something special for a special customer. Co-branding with local businesses so that they can actually get their brand out, sharing their customer with us. Community events and donations, and of course, they always return as paying customers because we know that once a customer, they repeat with us.
Yep. And then as far as digital marketing is concerned, Big Frog is very much in the front line of making sure that we are on trend with anything digital and technology, because we all know that if you are not online in this day and age, you are not really doing business successfully. And so one of the things that we do from a digital marketing standpoint is really focusing on making sure that we have a strong SEO presence. We're currently in the middle of relaunching our new website. And so we hope you could check it out here in a couple of months. It'll be splashier, really on brand look, but really focusing on specific keywords to make sure that the Big Frog brand has a strong presence online. As far as social media is concerned, we provide automatic postings for all our store owners to make it very convenient for them so they can focus more on operating their business and provide support in this area. We also allow or give our store owners the option to opt in to twice a month email blast, and that really helps ensure that they are working directly with their customers and being seen monthly with any of the promotionals that they have. We have a lot of pay-per-click ad campaigns that we run throughout the year, and there's a lot of focus on e-commerce solutions at the moment, and all of that is really in ensuring that Big Frog has a very strong digital presence.
So just an example, this is from one of our stores. This is from our Plano, Texas store, but it just gives you an idea of our online presence through Facebook and Instagram, Pinterest, as well as things like YouTube channels, just to get the big word message and brand out in front of as many people as possible. Let me talk to you a little bit about the initial training that occurs down here in Dunedin, Florida, where our headquarters is located. Really comprehensive training. We call it Big Frog University. We have a 5-day session here in Dunedin for the owner-operator, and we also have a slightly minimized version for store managers. We also provide on-site training for the new stores or a store that's about to open. So we're on-site prior to opening, the soft opening, training the staff, setting up the printer, as well as being around after the store opens to ensure that everything runs smoothly.
All right, and we take training, support, and coaching very seriously at Big Frog. We're here to support you. We want our franchisees to be very successful. So we offer things like annual marketing and business planning assistance, our phone calls, if you would like, with a coach, where you actually can work on that business plan, the day-to-day marketing activities, e-learning, webinars, videos. The Friday wrap-up emails from our president are amazing. They talk about what happened for the week, what happened for the month, and what we should be looking for in our business. We do a monthly and a weekly KPI comparison report, ranking report. We have masterminds, which is actually our franchisees that are the subject matter experts on certain subjects. They will actually do calls and training sessions with other franchisees. Our Franchise Advisory Council, and our annual Frogathon convention. Not only do we have our annual convention, but we want to make it easy for you, and we provide multiple regional meetings throughout the United States through the year where you can share, learn, and work with other owners and find out what the best practices are.
Okay, so what's hopping at Big Frog? Let me just try to close it up here. We are intently focused on our 5-year strategic vision and plan. It's more of a work in progress. We're always tweaking it, but there are some really key technology initiatives that are going on now in terms of CRM and workflow processes, as well as our website, as May had mentioned. One of the exciting things is we are getting ready to open our 100th store in Manhattan, about 2 blocks away from Central Park. So that's we're all really happy and ecstatic about that. Our goal is to grow another 100 stores, if not more, by the year 2025. And we're also working with a master franchisee in Canada to expand internationally. That'll be our first foray into the international market. Our focus for the past 18 months has really been around improving store revenues and profitability and driving unit level economics. And we've seen a marked improvement since we've launched that profitability project, that series, to move the needle with our franchisees, because we know that if our franchisees aren't successful, then we aren't as well. So everything we do for our franchisees to improve their profitability as well as grow their top line revenue. We want to be a U.S. leader in the garment decorating market and be a brand or a household name within North America, as well as hopefully globally as we start to expand more internationally. And one of the things that we're also working on is a national accounts program where we will work with national companies to be able to get their national or regional business and be able to send that business to the applicable Big Frog store that's closest to that regional or national company. It's more like sprinkles on top of the ice cream sundae. We're not trying to, supplant or take away from what our franchisees do on a daily basis to drive sales by networking within the community and with businesses. It's more to get some traction within these national accounts to drive additional revenue and profitability, but really it's more of a kind of a pedigree, kind of a stamp of approval that Big Frog has some of these national accounts, in its back pocket. So really, I'm happy that with the progress we've made there. Okay, so I won't go into this in great detail, but just some of the award examples that we've been able to gain over the past year or two. We're really happy about being in the Entrepreneur 2017, 18, and 2019. I don't have the logo on the slide, but we've been in their franchisee or franchise best of the best top 500 franchise or franchisors in the industry for the past 3 years, as well as you can see the rest of our some of the accolades there. But we're also diversity and veteran friendly, so we do have discounts that are applicable for individuals with those backgrounds for off of new store development fees. Okay, I think we went a little bit over, Craig, but we are done. Thank you guys so much.
You're doing great. We wanted to keep this short so we don't have time for question and answers. Thank you so much, Al, Veronica, and May, for all your great information. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about the Big Frog concept, the best way to do it is to contact your local FranNet consultant, and he or she will help you get that information. If you don't have a consultant yet, you can reach out to me. My email address is cwells, WELLS, @FranNet.com, and I'll get you in touch with the appropriate consultant. Our process starts with the personal franchise survey. This is an example of what it looks like. It's a no-cost 25-minute survey, and basically gives the consultant the ability to analyze, what is really appropriate for you. Are you right for a franchise business or not? And it gives us the start, basically, to start navigating the waters for some franchise companies for each individual person, because they're all different. Everybody's got something different. So what we do is we'll help you through this process. We'll recommend some businesses to you, walk you through the process, including talking with a franchisor. We'll provide some sample questions for talking with the franchise companies. We'll even offer questions that you might want to talk to or ask franchisees in their system when it gets to that. And we'll explain to you what it's like when you get to the corporate office and how to go through that process. Basically, the next steps, like I said, is get in touch with your local FranNet consultant. We'll help you through the process. And who knows, after going through our 4-step process, it may just be proven that Big Frog is the perfect match for you. What a great concept. Thank you so much, Al, Veronica, and May. Great presentation, good information. Thank you, everybody, for attending today's event. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.